evening, a day later than planned. I just had to do nothing yesterday. But today I'm ready to move a little bit. I'm a little bit brighter. But first off, let's start with a moment of stillness. So feel free to prop yourself up on a couple of pillows. Come to a cross-leg pose if that's comfortable for you. Hands onto the knees and softly close the eyes. So take a moment to focus on your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Notice the cool air on the nostrils as you breathe in. And warm air as you breathe out. The gentle rise and fall of the chest with each breath. And just having your mind, your intention, what you hope to achieve from this session. And keep that thought in your mind as we continue through. So now focus the breath along the length of the spine. Breathing in from the base of the spine to the top of the head. And as you exhale, feel the shoulders melt away from the ears, the softness to the upper body. Take another breath in. Feel the ribs expand, the chest expand. Into the heart space, and as you exhale, the softness release through the body. And let the noises around you now softly come and softly go. And if your mind starts to wander, then bring the attention back to yourself. And be aware of this feeling of peace, of stillness. And know that you can come back to it whenever you need to. And then start to circle now the thumbs on the first fingers. Moving on to the middle fingers, the ring fingers, and finally the little fingers. Bringing your hands together, rub the hands together, generate some heat. And then bring the palms over the eyes, keeping the eyes closed. slow, deep breath in. And exhale softly through the mouth. Opening the eyes. Move the hands away from the face. I think we're ready for a little bit of movement before we come into some release work. So let's start then. Bringing the left hand to the floor, stretch over to the side. Circle around, we're changing sides. Circle around, changing sides. And circle. Coming back over. Last one. Coming back up to center, interlace the fingers now. Bring the hands into a figure of 8, you're warming up the wrists. And change direction. Push the palms away now, we stretch across the shoulders. And then bring the arms up beside the ears, lengthen through the body. Release the hands. We start to turn to the left. Opposite hands to knee. Other hand to the floor behind. Gaze over the shoulder. Coming back to center, change sides. And back to center. Sweep the arms around behind. We're opening the body. Space into the heart. A stretch across the front. And release. Make your way over now onto your hands and knees. Move anything you don't need out of the way. Into cat pose. Okay, let's round through the spine now. Dropping the head in as we inhale. Drop the belly towards the floor, bring the gaze forwards. Exhale, we're rounding. Inhale, we're opening. Move in time with your own breath. Feeling the stretch where you need it into the spine. Let's do 2 more. And on this next exhale now, push back into the hands. Come into child's pose. One fist on top of the other, the head onto the hands. Bring in a stretch, 2, the lower back, releasing tension in the lower back. Slowly then back up onto hands and knees, and bring the right hand under the armpit, the shoulder down to the floor. Extend the top arm over the ear, bringing a stretch to the upper body, the shoulders. Slowly releasing, and we're changing sides. And back up to center. Come on to your front now. Shuffle the hips into the floor. Extend the arms long and bring the head to the floor. Allow the body to sink deeper and to soften, releasing. And slowly now make your way up onto your forearms. Just pause in a moment into Sphinx pose. And then bring the hands back to the floor. Rise up into cat pose. And walk the hands over to the left. Stretch to the side of the body. Back to center. Let's change sides. And back to center. Okay, come on to the knees. I'm going to come into lunging pose. So starting with the right foot coming forwards. Knees might be cracking. Alright, so we're starting up high. And just allow the body to soften, to release in its own time. We're not in a hurry to get further forwards or further down. You're bringing the stretch to the back hip flexor. And just breathe into that part of the body, into the psoas. Okay, bring the hands to the floor, pull the hips back, flex the foot, straighten the front leg. Bring that leg back now, we're changing sides. We're still staying up high. Two more breaths. Again, the hands to the floor, pull the hips back, bring the stretch to the back of the leg. Bring that foot back now, back to cat pose, and just for a moment rise up into downward dog. And walk the feet. Bring energy back into the legs. The heels towards the floor. Back down to the floor, feet together, knees wide. And back into child's pose. Whatever version you wish. Okay, coming onto your fronts and then over onto your back. Our last few things to finish off. feet to the floor. Hip width apart in as close to your bottom as you can. And bring the hands to the belly. The elbows resting to the floor. And just drop the knees together for a moment. I'm going to start with the head. So slowly turning the head side to side. We're not forcing how far the head moves. We're just mindful of the movement. Be aware of what else you feel within the body, along the length of the spine and down to the pelvis. And then bring the head back to center. Just pause for a moment. Okay, let's do that movement again, side to side. And maybe it now feels a little bit easier. And then bring the head back to center. So bringing the attention to the shoulders now. I want you to bring your right hand across in front of the shoulder. Push the shoulder towards the floor. And then start to push against the hand. 2 breaths. Release that tension for a moment. And then again, push the shoulder towards the floor, the hand still in front. And then push the shoulder into the hand. 2 breaths. And release. Bring that hand back to the belly. Bring the other hand across in front of the shoulder. Push the shoulder back towards the floor. And then push the shoulder into the hand. 2 breaths. Releasing just for a moment. And again, push the shoulder back towards the floor and then into the hand. 2 breaths. And release. Just be aware of how the upper body now feels. Maybe there's a sense of lightness. And now bring the arms up directly above the chest. Interlace the fingers, bring the gaze to the thumbs. Move the arms, the smallest of movements, side to side. The head's moving at the same time, the nose in line with the thumbs. Release the hands back to the belly. Let's go again. Bring the arms back up. Interlace the fingers in the opposite direction so it feel wrong. And then again, we're moving the arms side to side, taking this movement further if you can. Hands back to center, release the arms. Bringing the attention to the lower body now. Let's start right side. Extend the right leg up to the ceiling, the foot flexed. Externally rotate the leg, bring the foot across the opposite knee. Keep the right hand to the hip bone, bring your left arm across to the inner knee. We're going to press those two together, the lightest of touches. 2 breaths. Release that pressure for a moment. We're staying same side. So again, press in, lightest of touches, 2 breaths. Release the pressure. We're going to go one more. Press in, lightest of touches. And release now. Bring that hand back to the hip, release the foot to the floor. Change sides, extend the left leg. Flex the foot, externally rotate, bring the foot across onto the knee. And bring the other arm, the right arm across to the left knee. Press the two together, lightest of touches. Releasing the pressure for a moment. And go again, press in, 2 breaths. Release the pressure. Let's go one more. 2 breaths. Release now. Extend the legs long. Just pause for that moment. Notice the difference in the body. Alright, bring the legs back in. Back to the right side, bring the hands behind, release the calf of the foot, push the leg into the hands, 2 breaths. Release and change sides. Release and change sides. Release, change sides, our last one. And release, extend those legs long. Okay, our final movement then. The feet back to the floor, the feet, the knees, the thighs, tightly pressing together, the arms just down beside you. We're going to rock the legs side to side, the smallest of movement, keeping the feet on the floor and not letting the legs slide. So slowly, side to side, very small movement. And release, extend those legs long. Let's do that last one. Feet back to the floor, legs together. And again, side to side. And maybe you notice now you can move further. And release. Extend the legs long. And then roll over onto one side, keeping a softness to the body. And then in your own time, in your own way, make your way back up to seated. Thank you, and thank yourself. Hope that has helped you today. Enjoy the rest of the day